The aim of this video is to provide you with an overview of the lymphatic drainage and the location of major lymph nodes in the lungs and the pleura. So if we're looking then at the distribution of the lymph nodes, we can see that we have our lymphatic vessels that are dispersed throughout the lungs, and our lymphatic vessels can be drained or subdivided into two plexuses. So the deep vessels that we can see within the lung parenchyma are going to be the deep lymphatic plexus of the lungs. Then coursing with the tissue around the visceral pleura, we have our superficial lymphatic plexus. So if I remove the air flowing in and out of the lungs, this is what the lymphatic vessels as well as the major lymph nodes look like in the lungs. If we then consider all of these deep vessels that constitute our deep plexus, lymph from them are going to then drain directly into our pulmonary lymph node group. So this is going to be located at the level of the tertiary or segmental bronchi. From here, lymph will then drain to our hilar lymph nodes, which is going to be a lymph node cluster near the hilum of the lung. And then also, it's important that we don't forget the superficial plexus. So the superficial plexus, on the other hand, will come up and then drain directly into the hilar lymph nodes. So both our deep and superficial lymphatic plexus will drain at some point to the hilar lymph nodes. From here, lymph drains from the hilar to the lymph nodes located at the carina, which are called the carinal lymph nodes. This can also be referred to as the inferior tracheobronchial nodes. From this, the efferent drainage will drain superiorly to the paratracheal nodes, and although not depicted on this diaphragm, from here all lymph from the lungs will then drain into the bronchomediastinal trunk. So the bronchomediastinal trunk is a cluster that will allow drainage from the lungs as well as the rest of the mediastinum. From the bronchomediastinal trunk, this then converges to drain on the left into the thoracic duct and on the right into the right lymphatic duct. From here, lymphatic drainage will then occupy or drain back into the venous system at the interface or the intersection of the brachiocephalic veins back into the superior vena cava. Because remember that ultimately all lymphatic drainage is then going to join or drain back into the venous circulation of the body.